Hey guys, this is John Q with Q Questing, back with another episode in the Doki Doki story. When we last left off, we had learned that Saori has depression, that she's had it for most of her life, and that we've finally seen it for the first time. She said that the reason that she's getting hurt, the reason that all these things are happening is because she's punished because she was acting selfish. And that she'll just take these and just move along. But we did our best to convince her that we want her to be happy and that we'll do what we must to make her feel better, even if it's just a little bit. So maybe everyone can be happy. She lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Uh, um, uh, it's what I want. I promise. I I think that would be nice then. Yeah. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, you don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, don't you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, she shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Uh, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, too. I think Saori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Now we got that chipper tube back. No more depression stuff. We're having a good time. Oh boy, I feel like, not gonna lie, I feel like Saori's depression thing's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Ugh, I don't like it at all. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. She's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki gave me a list. Asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyways, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, John Q? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. She hits a fist in on my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like you, it doesn't mean you should treat me like... She catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into the body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. It's true though. It's true. There's lots of people who are into it. You see it all over the internet. I mean, fucking guys are thirsty for anything. As long as it's a girl. And sometimes even if it's not a girl. Sometimes they into that shit too. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, John-Q. She smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Doesn't look like it. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. John Q, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone will still pick their favorite. Well, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have some fun? I'm having fun. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you're just looking at making everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall her proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, Sari and Monica's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It's just... It'll just take a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, she sticks her finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! She suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Aren't you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with her all over my... Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Geez, you know what? Take this. She instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. She tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... She is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. John, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the moon turn to this so quickly? She gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh no. We burnt the cupcakes! God damn it. That's why there's no fucking around in the kitchen. You'll fuck up the cupcakes and you gotta start all over. She rushes to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. Oh, thank God. I thought the cupcakes were burning. I was about to say, oh, the worst day ever. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. She uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcakes into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells good. The cupcakes are ready to pull out of the oven. As soon as she opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. She hands me some plastic bags. I have some nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? Pick up one of the nozzles that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cupcake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it a little more literature thing by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. You're not at school, and nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, her voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. She picks up the cupcake and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it, she quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we finally finish, she pulls them all to the side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see harm in that. Well, yeah, but... My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sorry's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was hard, she would probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, she places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sari each carry some, you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sari earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sari always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. And just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over any time, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend some more time with like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? She looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. John Q. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... She suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, she looks up. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breasts against me. Soft breaths. Make me say words like that that sound inappropriate. I've felt it for a while now. She suddenly jumps back. Sorry. Oh shit, eh? Uh, hi, John Q. Sorry. Just now we weren't. It's okay, John Q. I just stopped by to say hi. Uh, uh, well, you should have come a little bit earlier. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, she rushes off, and Sorry waves goodbye. Sorry? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Saori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, John Q? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, John Q. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sorry? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sorry, looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, John Q. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sorry? I'm scared of that. That I might like you more than you like me. Sorry? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. John Q, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sorry. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down her arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? She nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give to you. Son of a bitch. I don't know which one to choose. I don't want to say I love you because I don't love her. I'm in love with Natsuki. And I know my saying she's my friend is gonna fuck something up. I have to say it. Sorry. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. I promise. I'll help get things back to the way they were. Sorry. Or, no, I see. She forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sorry. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. And that's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right. I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, John Q. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, her smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. I'm not saying that. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. She looks over her shoulder, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sorry! I'm left hopelessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Saori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Saori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Saori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. And we'll end the episode here. A lot of stuff happened. We progressed quite a bit with Natsuki, I think. And we've seen a bit more of what Saori's really feeling. I don't know if we've made it any better, but find out on the day of the festival. So until next time, as always, look forward to our next quest. Goodbye.